in Miami, Little Havana, where Ric O'Barry just has spoken to us from Taiji, Japan, via Skype.
Actually, I can see the boats on the horizon now. There are 3 of them on the horizon there. I'm going to have to go back up to Lookout Mountain.
This is Ric O'Barry's son, Lincoln. Lincoln, explain to us the work your dad is doing to stop the dolphin slaughter in Taiji, and where he was speaking to us from and what his message was.
Well, he was coming to us live from the Cove in Taiji, Japan via Skype, which is amazing that we can do this technology, and he's there every day to bring awareness to keep Taiji in the eye, because the further we get away from the Cove movie, it's harder to keep the public's attention on that issue.
It's so bizarre what's going on over here.
When we first got in the country, we had no idea who was following us.
Do you think they know we're here?
We didn't know if it was the whalers, the Japanese mafia.
Somebody's behind me. I don't know who that is. They don't like me. They don't like my message.
Ric is world famous for his work with dolphins.
I feel somewhat responsible because it was the Flipper TV series that created this multi-billion-dollar industry.
Every year from September 1st to about March, there's an annual dolphin slaughter, and basically boats go out, they look for dolphins, drive them into this cove. The dolphins that are not selected for captivity, which are not the perfect dolphins, are dragged around to a hidden cove where they're slaughtered for either their meat sold for human consumption, and now we find out some of the meat is being sold to pig farms and going into the pork and the beef and the pigs.
Oh my God,
So,
another reason not to eat pigs and not to eat any
Dolphins.
animals and not to kill dolphins. So
it's really a shame, because the thing that's probably going to save the dolphins is that we've poisoned them so far that they become toxic waste dumps that we can't eat them. So our own poisoning of the dolphins is causing their survival probably to continue.
Right, because
so
this whole idea that the reason they're slaughtered is for dolphin meat is ridiculous, because they have high amounts of mercury, which is not good for human consumption.
Exactly.
And dolphin meat, anyway, is something that most people in Japan don't really eat anymore.
No.
It's just, tell us about that.
Well, culturally in Japan, almost everybody knows somebody that at one time ate whale. After World War II, they were starving for food, and we actually set them up for modern day whaling. But nobody in Japan eats dolphins. Even the neighboring towns of Taiji, eating a dolphin would be so bizarre to them. But the problem is the Japanese media always calls us the anti-whaling activists. If they were to go on TV and say the anti-dolphin hunting activists, everyone would stand up and be like, what do you mean dolphin hunting?
And most in Japan and the world are unaware of it, and they would never condone it.
Why are they still slaughtering these dolphins? Can't they just tell these fishermen, just ixnay on the dolphin slaughter, go away, it's bad PR, it's ridiculous, nobody's eating dolphins, and we shouldn't be supplying the pretty dolphins to aquariums anyway.
Agreed, and then when we use that argument, then they come back to us and say, well, it's a form of pest control. The dolphins are eating all the fish, they're basically our competition, so we need to kill the competition. And
who says that? That's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. Who says that?
that's the Fishermen's Union would say that. And they're being told by the government that the dolphins and whales are eating all the fish, not the miles of drift nets that are off the coast of the...
Now, your dad, when he was speaking to us on Skype, said it's just really a small number of people. It's not the Japanese people. We don't want to condemn them. Who are these fishermen who insist on doing this, and how do they make money doing it?
It's an actual union of dolphin hunting. It's a dolphin hunting union, and they're issued a quota every year by the Japanese government on how many animals they can take. And when they go and work all day and they bring home a dead dolphin cut up in steaks is worth about $500. But a live dolphin can fetch them $152,000 on the open market. So it tells you that it's the captivity that drives the slaughter. It's the economic underpinning of the slaughter.
So if you don't want to see dolphins slaughtered in Taiji, Japan, do not go to any aquariums that have dolphins. Do not try to swim with the dolphins at hotels. Do not go to any zoos, any parks that have dolphins in them. You are inadvertently contributing to the whole economic basis of the dolphin slaughter, because it's really not about the meat. That's just a red herring. And it's really about getting these pretty dolphins, like the albino dolphin, and getting them into parks.
And it's so simplistic. People, when they see the Cove, want to do something, and it seems really simplistic just to say don't buy a ticket, but that's what drives the industry, and that's one of the most powerful people can do is with their dollar say I'm not going to spend $1 on a Dolphin show, and that's what drives the slaughter, and it sends a clear message.
Well, I want to say your dad, he's very courageous.
All right, Ric, we know that you're trying to get back, and we know that you have to be on the watch there.
And he's out there bearing witness to this horror, and everybody together, we can stop it. For Jane Unchained, thank you so much.
Thank
Linc
you, Jane. Love you.
O'Barry, the son of Ric O'Barry.
Love you, love you.
And an activist in his own right. Yay. Okay.